Hello all, it's Barb here, your favorite longtime professional home care personal support worker, union steward, and certified member and co-chair of a joint health and safety committee. I'm making this video mainly aimed at my coworkers, but I believe it can apply to other people as well. This is about pulled over. We find ourselves in the same situation as we were in last year. Last year, when we were in lockdown, I was receiving reports from my coworkers saying that they were being pulled over by the police, being asked why you're out, where you're going, etc., etc. I questioned the local constabulary, the two branches, West Grey, the local, and the Ontario Provincial Police, and they assured me that they did not have an order to do that, but I was still hearing about it from my coworkers. So I lobbied my employer for a letter, and the union helped as well, on the company letterhead stating this is who we are, this is what we do, this is why we're out. And if we were pulled over by the police, we were to present it with our ID badge. An ID badge we are supposed to be wearing all the time because it's part of our uniform. I know for a fact a lot of us do not do that. For those of you who do not, you may want to start doing it now. Present the letter with your ID badge as proof, and they can send you on your way. Then it came to pass, there was a news report stating that there were people out there pulling people over. They were not actually the police, they were imposters. That passed. Now we're in a lockdown again, and with a stay-at-home order. So this came up to me again. My employer has put the letter out to us again. But the police have put out reports, one from the OPP especially, saying that they have not been ordered to pull people over as regards to the stay-at-home order. That being said, the police, under normal circumstances, can pull someone over if they have just cause. For instance, they're weaving on the road. If they try to look inside the windows and see it's full of smoke, they can try to pull you over. Keep that in mind for later. So my employer has put the letter out again, which I think is a good idea because now things seem a little bit more serious, and the order may come where they are allowed to pull people over who are out and around. Or if we have a curfew dropped on us. I work overnights, mostly from 11 to 7, so I would need to explain myself being out after curfew. But again, the police have been saying they have not been given the order to pull us over as it pertains to the stay-at-home order. But they can still pull you over with just cause. For example, there is a report where a policeman did pull over a vehicle because there were too many people in the vehicle. So there's your just cause. And so far, I haven't seen any report about people being pulled over by imposters this year as of yet. So where this is concerned, the police have not been ordered to pull us over as regards to the stay-at-home order, but they can if they feel they have a reason. If you happen to be pulled over, there are some tips I'm going to give you of what you can do, and these are from the OPP. Number 1, you slow down and you drive safely to a well-lit, populated area. If you cannot do this, then you do the following. You lock all of your doors, you pull over safely, and leave your engine running. I personally would not put my vehicle in park. I would leave my foot on the brake because if it turns out to be fake, you can just go right away. If you have a cell phone in their full view, you call 911. When you call 911, you give them your location and tell them the situation. Then you ask the dispatcher if they have any information about a stop in your area. Ask them to relay their concerns to that officer. As the person approaches the vehicle, you ask to see their badge and warrant card. Then you look for inconsistencies with the uniform. You see, police, as with us, have a uniform code. Theirs will be a little more strict than ours because of the nature of their work. All officers should also be able to tell you their badge number, rank, name of their service, and detachment. If you remain uncertain as to whether or not that person is the police, ask them if you can proceed to a better lit, more populated area. If they agree, tell the 911 dispatcher where you're heading and then proceed. And that is what the OPP recommends, and I recommend you go with that. Better to be safe than sorry. I don't want to see anything bad happen as a result of this. But just remember, the police have not been ordered to pull people over as a result of the stay-at-home order, but if they have just cause, they can pull you over. And in that, they may ask you questions. Have your letter and your ID on hand just in case, and if you do get pulled over, follow those tips from the OPP. That is it for now. I want you all to take care of yourself, drink enough water, get enough U-time. You do not want this to stress you out any more than it already has. If you start feeling overwhelmed, get help. Talk to your employer. If you have an EAP program, that's Employee Assistance Program, call them. They can do over-the-phone counseling. I strongly advise to get the vaccine, but if you don't want to get it, that is fine too. Just remember, to every action, there is a consequence, be it good or bad, and you should be prepared for that. Anyway, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you on the flip side.